Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this course, Teaching English to Children. My name is Marta Paz, and I will be your professor this semester. I am very happy to start this academic journey with you. If you ever need to contact me, you can write to my institutional email, and this is also my contact number for academic purposes. Okay? Please use these two channels, the email and my personal phone number, with responsibility and with respect, please. I would like to know how you are, what are your specific situations, and please write to me, and we'll be creating a WhatsApp group in order to have all this information together. If you have any friend who hasn't contacted me, please send my phone number and ask them to join. Or if you have any information about a partner who can't contact me, please tell me, teacher, this is my friend, he's in this class, but he or she can contact you in this moment. And please tell me anything or any information you can send me about any other student from my class, because I don't know who you are and through which cell phone I can contact you. So during this course, I strongly believe in open communication, so feel free to reach out if you have any questions about the course or anything. Okay? So first, the course title is Teaching English to Children. Okay? This course is called Teaching English to Children, and it is one of the important subjects in your teacher training program. Okay, I'm sure you will need all the information we are going to gather during this course. It is going to be so very important for you. But I would like to start this course asking you, what do you expect from this course? Maybe in this course we expect you not only to learn theory, because I'm sure you have learned a lot theory about the teaching process, and how are you going to prepare your class plans, and how are you going to manage a course or something like that. But to connect theory with practice, that is something that we are going to do in this course. Connect all the theory you have gathered during all these years studying in this program with the practice. So by the end of this semester, you will be able to design an age-appropriate teaching activities according to children's developmental stages. So how the children learn in every moment of the class, or the age they are. Okay, we are going to understand the psychological and linguistic development of young learners, and we are going I'm going to explain how young learners are in every stages of the process, of the mental process they are. We are going to create inclusive and motivated and effective learning environments. We are going to apply development theories in real teaching contexts. Okay, and also we are going to recognize and support children with learning disorders and disabilities. That is something that we are going to um, learn. And also we are going to integrate AI tools ethically and effectively in early language education. This course, as I told you, will be both theoretical and practical. You will reflect, analyze, design, and create. So sometimes I'm going to explain, and based on theory and my own practice, I'm going to share with you some case studies, and we are going to reflect on that. We are going to talk about that. We are going to know how are you going to behave as a teacher if you have those cases in your own classroom. You are going to tell me, teacher, we need, because we have been practicing our teaching process, and we would like to know more, or we would like to go deep on this topic. You will be free to ask me, okay, teacher, about your experience, what can you do in this type of situations, and we are going to talk about real situations in our classroom. Okay, so we are going also to create. In the first things we are going to do is we are going to describe your learning theories. I know that you have talked a lot of about Gardner, about Vygotsky, about Piaget, but how those theories that you have learned during your whole career are going to connect into practice, because maybe this is something that you studied a lot of, uh, 3 or 4 years ago when you were beginning this career, but now how are you going to connect those theories with the real practice? In our first unit, we will answer an essential questions. Who are your learners? Who are young learners? Okay, and we will study the major theories related to child development in language acquisition. We are going also to understand how children from the psychological and cognitive perspectives will help you design your lessons in a better way. And before teaching English, we must understand first the children, okay? So that's why we are going to take into account these theories in order to prepare our class plans. Also, in the second, one of the other topics we are going to talk in during this semester are um, creating right conditions for language learners. And in this unit, we will focus on the learning environment. A classroom is not just a physical space, it is an emotional and social environment. So it is not that you're going to enter to a class and you're going to see 30 students. Every student has a history, every student has a story, every student has a process, every student has feelings, and that is something that you are not going to see only 30 students, you are going to see 30 different minds. So also we are going to study about learning stage by age, abilities, and teaching activities. And from this part, I would like to tell you that children do not learn in the same way at all ages. That is something that you have been talking about during your whole career, but now we are going to see it in practice. In this unit, we will explore developmental stages and how language abilities change according to the age of the students. And you will learn how to adapt those activities for preschoolers, early primary students, and older children. The key question here is, how do children learn at different stages, at different ages? Okay, that is something that we have to have clear. Also, by the fourth unit, we are going to talk about children's rights in education. That is something that we have to take into account, and that I have seen that many of your decisions in the class are not made based on the children's rights, and that is also a delicate point that we as teachers have to take into account, and that this topic and this knowledge will help us in our professional development. Okay, this unit is extremely important from an ethical and legal perspective. We will analyze children's rights in education and the legal framework that protects them and that protects us also. As future teachers, you are not only language instructors, you are protectors of children's rights. Okay, and that is something that we as teachers must have in mind the whole time. Every child has the right to quality, inclusive, and respectful education. And that is something that we are go deeply in that point. Um, by our fifth topic, we are going to teach with disorders and disabilities. That is something that I know that worries you a lot because in a classroom we are finding more and more teachers with a diverse way of understand, and we have to have a diverse form of teaching. So we have in front of 30 different students, and we are only one teacher who has to teach to 30 diverse students. So that is something that is that is very challenging for us as teachers. And in real classroom, diversity is the norm. Okay, in this unit, we will study common learning differences and disabilities, and you will learn how to recognize signs of learning difficulties and how to adapt your teaching strategies. Okay, and that is something real. Inclusive education is not optional. It is a professional responsibility, and we are the responsible ones. Okay, and finally, we will explore the role of artificial intelligences in language teaching. Let me know that I am just also, I think that in a low level than you are, learning how to manage with AI in my own classroom. But I know that together we can find the way of using this. We are going to explore what are all those AI tools that are being created in order to teach English and how we are going to use them for our own classes. Okay, AI is not here to replace teacher, it's here to support us. Okay, and we are going to analyze how to use AI tools ethically, responsibly, and creatively in early language education. This goal is to use technology as a partner, okay, not a shortcut. So we are going to talk about together here. This is a unit that we are going to develop together because you are going to teach me and I'm going to learn a lot of things, and I'm going to tell you how what have I learned so far about this. Okay, and we are going to share here. I know that we are going to share a lot of things. Okay, guys, so I expect active participation, critical thinking, professional commitment from each of you. This course will challenge you, but it will also prepare you to become competent and reflective English teacher for children. And I hope this semester becomes a space for growth, collaboration, and also for meaningful learning. Okay, so welcome to Teaching English to Children, and let's begin this journey together.